Hi, I'm Rev Myron. I'm a minister through Pathways of Light, and I've been a Course in Miracles student for 43 years. I'm going through the lessons again this year, asking Jesus for clarity, and then I write from that clarity. And that's what I'm sharing with you today. Before we get started, I'd just like to ask you to, if you find this helpful, to please like it. And if you haven't yet, please consider subscribing. That would be great. And oh, and don't forget to comment if you feel like it, because I love to read the comments. Okay, so let's get started. Lesson 324. I merely follow, for I would not lead. Father, you are the one who gave the plan for my salvation to me. You have set the way I am to go, the road to take, and every step in my appointed path. I cannot lose the way. I can but choose to wander off a while and then return. Your loving voice will always call me back and guide my feet aright. My brothers all can follow in the way I lead them, yet I merely follow in the way to you as you direct me and would have me go. So let us follow one who knows the way. We need not tarry and we cannot stray except an instant from his loving hand. We walk together, for we follow him. And it is he who makes the ending sure and guarantees a safe returning home. Sometimes I have felt adrift with no idea what was needed to return home. It felt as if I would never succeed at my task. Other times it is as if awakening is just a thought away, and I feel certain of my path of inevitable success. At times, both can happen on the same day. This is why surrender is so important. If I surrender to the Holy Spirit and let Him lead the way, I don't have to worry about any of that. What I sometimes forget is that following is effortless because the plan is already done. I don't have to figure out how to get home any more than I have to make the sun rise. My part is simply not to interfere, just to let myself be led. When I stop trying to lead, everything becomes easier, clearer, and surprisingly gentle. The path opens because it was already there. He will guide me, and I will follow his perfect plan for my return. When I lose my way, he will call me back. I know this is true because it's happened so many times. I made it unnecessarily difficult by judging myself for every error. I would become afraid when there was no reason to fear. Every step, even what I call missteps, is used to awaken me. Nothing is wasted. And always, I feel myself being called back to the path. Perhaps you think that you don't hear his call. I used to think that too. And yet, here I am. Because we don't hear the Holy Spirit or the ego with our ears, it's easy to dismiss the call. But you're still here reading and listening to these words. So clearly, you have heeded his call. I hear people say that they understand what the Course is saying, but there is something in their mind that won't accept it. That something is ego thought system, and they hear it because they're willing to hear it. It's essential to recognize ego for what it is and to acknowledge our own choices. Otherwise, we convince ourselves that we're helpless and thus hopeless to awaken. It's equally important not to judge our errors. When we judge ourselves, we slow our awakening because judgment is not truth. Here's something I read in from the Christ Mind that I like. Intelligent choosing requires that you be aware of the inevitable and inescapable result of each thought. What you choose is what you get, whether the choice be conscious or unconscious, and its consequences recognized or unrecognized. That's by Daryl Morley Price, by the way. It goes on to say that there are no partial choices. Illusion is one despite it appearing in many guises. To choose even one illusion you would have be real is to be subject to all. Illusion must be rejected entirely if you would know truth. I understand this, and it is the reason I don't make exceptions to the truth. I am one with all, and that cannot be true for me if I believe it's okay to separate myself from anyone. I can disagree with the words or actions of, for example, a politician, but if I judge them for those behaviors, I have separated myself from that one. Thus, I have chosen separation over union and will suffer the consequences of my choice. It is no different from saying that I don't believe in gravity. I will still fall if I step off a cliff every time. Gravity doesn't care whether I believe in it or not. The laws of God are the same. They are laws whether we want to acknowledge them or not, and they will affect us every time. I don't know anything on my own, and that's okay. I have a guide who knows all and loves me. He will make sure that my path is straight and without obstructions if I surrender my personal will and accept his in its place. It's fine because my will is the will of God, and I will remember that if I let myself be led. Following the Holy Spirit is a quiet answer to every fear, doubt, or moment of uncertainty. I don't have to make myself worthy or figure out how to reach God. I simply have to be willing to follow. Each time I surrender my small ideas and trust his guidance instead, I feel the burden lift and the way grow lighter. The path home is already set. My part is to let myself be carried by the love that has never stopped leading me. Thank you so much for being here with me today and hearing what I have to share. And I'll be back soon with another reading. See you then.